Hi, and welcome to Wealthy Woman Lawyer. I'm Davina Frederick, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 ways to improve client satisfaction ASAP so you can create a more profitable, successful law firm. Okay, are you ready? Let's get started. Number one, the number one way to improve client satisfaction, and this is very powerful, is set clear expectations. Set clear expectations at the beginning and throughout the case. Let your client know what they can expect um, in the coming months. So, to give you an example, I have a case right now where I'm working with an attorney, and right at the very outset, she told me that this case, this matter would take that she's handling for me. It's a business matter. Will take up to 2 years. It could take up to 2 years, she told me, for it to be completed. And that expectation has helped me so much throughout this first year as I have encountered obstacles and situations. And I always have it in the back of my mind that she told me that I'm dealing with a government agency, and she told me to expect it to take 2 years because that is normal. Had she not told me that, I really would have probably been very dissatisfied by now and upset. But since she told me that from the very beginning, now I know, okay, let's not get upset about it. Let's not worry about it. This is standard, and this is how this agency works, right? So that is one example. Set those clear expectations, especially around time frame, around billing. And let them know when they can expect bills from you. Let them know how often you do your billing and how often they should expect to receive something from you. All anything that you can think that, put yourself in their shoes. Use that golden rule and think to yourself, what would I like to know if I were on the other end of this? And I was a layperson and I didn't know that, I've never done this before. What are some things that would make me feel more satisfied if I knew ahead of time? So really set those clear expectations. Okay, number two, the second way that you can improve client satisfaction is to communicate consistently, systematically, and proactively. One of the number one complaints from bar associations across the country that they receive from clients, from the public, is that the attorneys are not communicating with them. And I know that you're busy and you have a lot of clients, and it can be very hard and frustrating to communicate. But if you have those clients who are calling you all the time and they're frustrated and they seem angry, it could be because they're not hearing from you proactively. They are instead feeling like they have to call you. They never hear from their attorney until they receive that bill. And if you are not reaching out proactively and systematically and consistently to your clients, then you're going to find that there's going to be a reduced satisfaction with those clients. So let me give you some tips on that. One is that you don't need to be the person reaching out to them every time there's a communication. You can have someone on your team reach out to them. You can let them know, again, going back to those clear expectations right at the beginning when they contract you, that this is the way we'll be updating you and communicating with you about your case, and we'll be updating at you at this frequency. So once a month, have someone on your team. You can maybe set this up as an automated email that just needs to be tweaked a little bit before it goes out. Even if you have a case where you're going to be in it for months and there's not a lot of action going to be going on in their case, still just send out a little email that says, we just wanted to let you know that there's still nothing new to report on your case, but we wanted to touch base with you and see if there was anything new that you needed to share with us, right? So some sort of systematic form letter that you can create that goes out as an email to them through your case management system, just to let them know on a consistent basis, I'm thinking of you. You're still a part of our active cases, and we're working on your case, and we're thinking of you, and we know that you're there and that you're suffering and that you're worried, and we're here for you. So that's number two. The third way to improve client satisfaction is to assign a person to manage their case. I've had attorneys, when I've hired attorneys for matters, who've given me an info at their law firm. And every email communication I have to send to them goes to their info at. And it makes you feel so like a number, not like a person. You feel like you're sending something into a void. You don't know who's going to get it, who's going to read it. You feel like everybody at the firm could read your personal business. You don't feel like you have direct access to the attorney that you hired. And it can feel very yuck and very frustrating. So make sure that you assign a person. So even if even if that person, even if it's still an inbox that gets looked at by a lot of people, have a person assigned to it. Introduce your clients to your team and tell your clients, this is Betty, and this is what Betty does for us, right? Assign that and say, this is Anne, and Anne is going to be the one who's going to be managing. She's going to be the paralegal assigned to your case. Is going to be managing the process. If you have any questions, make sure you email Anne, reach out to Anne, and she has direct access to me. And if there's anything that I need to look at that she can't handle for you, but a lot of times I'm in court and I'm unavailable, I'm meeting with clients, and Anne may be able to answer your question a lot faster than I will. So make sure you introduce them to your team, really make them feel like they're getting a person and not a number, because we live in a world now where so many people are being disenfranchised and treated like numbers and treated like they're nothing special. You want your law firm to stand out among the crowd, and you want them to have a different opinion of lawyers after they're finished working with you, right? You want them to know that their lawyer really cares about them and really cares about their case, because when you do take actions like the three I've just given you, it's going to show up in a big way in your firm. When you ask them that net promoter score question that I've mentioned in another video, and you ask them about their level of satisfaction and whether or not they would recommend you to their friends and family, that number is going to be a lot higher if you make a point of creating a procedure and processes and a culture of client satisfaction. Our number one goal is to make sure that our clients are satisfied through not only with the outcome of their case, but throughout the entire process of working with us. Okay, if you found this video to be helpful, please give me a comment, give me a like, a heart, reach out to me with a message and let me know if you like this kind of material, this kind of content, and I will create more of it. I'm so happy that you're here and part of the Wealthy Woman Lawyer community. My goal is to make sure that all women lawyers are wealthy women lawyers. So I'm really glad you're here, and I look forward to getting to know you better as time goes along. Thanks so much.